We call it the Otrivin Air Bubble. It is an air purifying interactive space, an educational exhibit in which we want to show people how you can harness nature to literally clean the air you breathe. It's our second experiment. Our first time doing this was in Warsaw, Poland. We brought that idea to life through an actual living, breathing playground which stayed in Warsaw for about 6 months. We found some really initially promising results with the microalgae that's installed, and that's basically the premise of the installation both there and here. What microalgae does, the green bioreactors you see, they eat pollutants and they release oxygen in return. And that's the key design parameter, but you also have some really awesome design and architecture elements. So one thing is 99% of it is air, water and algae. We felt that that would be a good statement to make, especially in Glasgow where the wind is quite strong. Can we make a structure that's literally built out of air? The other element that we added to it is obviously it looks and feels like it's an interactive space. You can go in and bounce. And what that does is actually we even capture that vibration energy via these accelerometers. And that powers LED lights that in turn powers the algae. So we've added these extra elements to it. But at its core, it's about showing how something like microalgae can eat pollutants, release oxygen, clean the air that you can breathe. The general perception has been that this is a great idea, and it is layers upon layers of learning, because people come to us and ask us, here's an interesting one. What if you were to make the plastic from the biomass that the algae develops? And that's actually part of the algae growth process. And that's the sort of conversations we wanted to inspire, that there are ways and means to bring elements together and show practical empirical examples like this where you can make a difference. We're not going to solve pollution with this, but it is showing how you can mitigate exposure to pollution right now in urban spaces, be it Glasgow, Warsaw, or any country, city in the world for that matter. We have two hopes. One objective is to drive awareness of the impact air pollution has on children specifically. WHO tells us that 93% of the world's children breathe in polluted air. And we feel that's really unfair on them, especially given that they contribute the least to air pollution. So we want to drive awareness, shine a spotlight on that. And the second objective is to also show that there are ways and means to reduce exposure to air pollution. This is one example. The Otrivin brand mission is to help people breathe their best. And part of that is breathing cleaner. We picked up the fight of saying, well, children's right to breathe better is something that we want to shine a spotlight on. The broader message that we have, which is the Actions to Breathe Cleaner initiative, the core of it is saying you don't have to solve big monolithic problems which you feel that only governments and politicians and companies can do. Everyday, easy to adopt actions, they can make a difference to what you're breathing in, your exposure to air pollution. We feel that this is a way to start conversations, but it's definitely not the end of the conversation. It's part of saying tangible, everyday, easy to adopt actions to breathe cleaner. It could be an air purifying playground, or it could simply be open your window while you're cooking or washing your nose every day.